Welcome to the Welding Technology Institute of Australia's Australian Welder Certification Register. The register is cloud-based, which means that it can be accessed by users wherever they have internet access. The register has been constructed to benefit all welding personnel, including welders, supervisors, inspectors, technicians, and engineers. This webinar is the fourth in a series of webinars produced to show users how to use the register's web-based WeldQ software, and therefore unlock access to key features of the register. This webinar will demonstrate how to create a profile photo using Microsoft Paint, online passport web applications, and mobile phone passport photo applications, and how to upload a profile photo within WeldQ. We will now take you on a walkthrough of some of the simple methods to create a profile photo suitable for uploading into your WeldQ user profile.
If your profile photo looks like this, or like this, in today's webinar we will show you how to achieve a 4x3 heads and shoulders photo similar to what is now shown on the screen. This is a similar format to that used by Australian passport photos and is the preferred format for WeldQ. Before we show you how to create suitable photos for your WeldQ profile, just a little bit of background information. Firstly, WeldQ works best with photos that have a 4x3 portrait style profile. Unfortunately, some cameras or computer software may automatically rotate the image without the user being aware. In addition, when you then attempt to load those automatically rotated images, they will then distort when imported or loaded into WeldQ. We are now going to show you three methods on how to overcome this problem. Firstly, we will use Windows Paint, which is available on most computers. We will then show you how to use web-based passport style applications, and similarly using your mobile phone to take a passport style photograph, which can then be uploaded into WeldQ. Let's start with method 1. Firstly, you need to locate Microsoft Paint. You can do this in a Windows-based machine by using your menu, and you scroll down to Windows Accessories, and there you will find Paint. Open Paint up. Now it's open here on the screen in front of me at the moment. The alternative method is, if you know where your photo is stored on the computer, you can right click on the photo, and then by scrolling halfway down the menu options that arise, use the Open with Paint method. In this particular case I've got Paint open, so we'll go File, Open, and this is the image here I'm going to edit. So I'll double click on that to open it up. First thing you'll notice is the image itself is huge. Now there's a couple of ways you can reduce the size. One way is to use the View tab here and zoom out. So zoom out here. Just keep zooming out till you get a suitable image of a suitable size. Or you can use the bar here at the bottom to move it up and down and across like that to get the image size. Now when we were in WeldQ, you noticed this particular image was on its side, which was the native format that it was taken on a mobile phone. Paint has rotated it, which is where I mentioned earlier that it tends to some software does tend to auto rotate. In this particular image, if the image that you have is sideways for when you want to zoom in on a face and save a face. If you go to Home and then here you'll see the rotate button, just click on the rotate and then you can rotate right or left as needed to, or flip, or whatever your photo is set at, to get the face of your subject in the correct dimensions. In this case it's showing correctly on screen. Now to get the image we want for WeldQ, we're going to use the select tool. In this case it'll be the select rectangle here. Now you see the crosshairs just here to the top left corner of the head. Click with the left mouse button held down and then draw a rectangle around the face of the subject. Doesn't need to be a huge rectangle, but just as long as you get the heads and maybe a little bit of the shoulders. Shoulders not that critical, but what you're aiming for is a rectangle that's approximately 4 by 3. That is 4 parts high by 3 parts wide. Dimensions are not that critical. Once you've selected what you're looking for, just let the tool go. You'll see that the rectangle changes color. Once it's changed color on that, just click on crop and that will leave you with the selection that's there. Then you go to File, Save As. Now we're going to save as a JPEG picture here. We're going to save that, and then the name, in this particular case the original image name was John C1. Just change the name of the image, put an A or something else after it so that you don't overwrite the image, and save the image. Once you've done that, close Paint and then you can go into WeldQ and import the image. Now back in WeldQ, to change the photo in your profile, just click here where it says Change Photo. Now you'll see the original photo that we'd been using here before that was twisted on the side and distorted, and here's the new photo that we've created. So just double click on that, double click on it, or just highlight it and then click Open, and the new image will open and then display on screen. To save that, just click on Save. For the second method that we will use to create a suitable photo for WeldQ, we're going to use a passport photo application. The particular one you can see here on the screen, which is makepassportphoto.com, is just one that I've selected following a Google search. This one works particularly well. Just simply scroll down here, and on the left you've got Create Passport ID Photo for any country. You do need to be careful which country you select, because each country tends to use a different size or shape of photograph. For example, the USA passport is square. We'll go through the method for creation one specifically for Australia. So let's click on Get Started. Once the screen opens, select your passport style. So just scroll up to Australia. As you can see, it's 45 by 35 millimeters, which is common to a number of countries. That particular shape, 45 by 35, is actually the 4 by 3 format. Select that. In terms of paper size, now this is where you do need to be careful, because what will happen is a lot of these programs will try and print 6 images of the photo that you're editing onto the paper. So what you need to do is open the paper options and select individual single photo for online applications. Then choose your file image. Now this is opened up. You can see here our original photo on the left, so we will select our original photo, open it, click on Next. Once the image eventually uploads, which will take a little bit of time depending on the size of the photo that you've selected, you'll see here this blue box. Just move the box over the face, resize it to what you need using the mouse, trying to keep the face and heads and shoulders fairly central. That's it. Scroll down a bit, click on Next. If you're happy with the image, click Next. You can adjust the image if you wish, then you can move to Finish. To download the image from here, just click on Download, or alternatively Download link. Just click here on this blue Download, and you'll see the image or the report down here on the left that the image has been saved, called makepassportphoto.com.jpg. This particular file, you can find that in your Downloads folder on the computer, so you'll be able to actually access that from within WeldQ to load into WeldQ itself to upload the photo. Back in WeldQ, you can see our distorted image again from the previous early examples. Click on Change Photo. As you can see here, this is the photo we created earlier, but over here on the left on the menu you've got Download, so click on Downloads, and here's the photo we've just created online. So we can double click on the photo, or we can just click it once and then click Open as I've done here. That will open the photo here in WeldQ, and there it is. And to finish off, just save it. The third way to get a suitable photo for WeldQ is to use a mobile phone app. In this particular example, I've located a passport photo app on Google Play Store called Passport Photo ID Studio and loaded that onto my Android phone. The instructions contained in this section of the webinar pertain to that specific app, but other apps may be used as well. The good thing about this particular app is it's free. The entry page that you first come to looks something like this. For your convenience, I've edited out the ads shown in the first screen that you see. The first thing you need to do when entering this particular app is to go to the settings, shown here with the 3 vertical dots on the right. From these options, just look at More Settings, then go to make sure all the photo settings are set to Australia. So that is 35mm by 45mm for this particular app. The default may in fact be the USA, which is a square photo. So if need be, just change the dimensions to Australia, then tap on the left hand arrow at the top, and that'll take you back to the initial loading screen. When you're ready to go, just simply tap on Create New Passport ID Photo tab. From this, select your option, which will be to capture a new photo or use an existing photo. For the first time you use the app, it'll be Capture a New Photo. There'll then be a series of screens which will show photo hints. Just tap through these when you're ready. Then finally take your photo. using the main camera on the phone. If you're happy with the photo, accept the photo, otherwise retry. If the photo is okay, you'll see the screen on the left will appear. The face obviously will be a lot smaller than the ellipse that's shown in the picture. By using your fingers on the screen of the app, you can then increase or move the size of the face and move it to centralize on the image. When you are finished, simply tap on the tick in the top right hand corner of the screen. This will bring up a box that will set the size of the image. The default is 400 pixels by 514 pixels. You can increase this if you wish, but certainly do not decrease it. If you wish to increase it, just tap on the width number and increase it to a suitable number. And click on OK when finished. This will bring up the screen on the right. When you see this particular image, the photo that you've just created is actually saved on the phone in a subdirectory on the phone itself. So you can connect your phone in the usual manner that you do so to access the picture, or you can click on share to email or otherwise send the photo to yourself. The photo itself is actually stored in the Pictures Passport Photos subdirectory on your phone. When you've finished, as I said, just copy this particular photo across onto a suitable location on your PC or laptop, and then it can be uploaded to WeldQ at your leisure. We will now walk you through the process to actually upload a profile photo from the beginning of the process. This was covered in previous webinars, but it's just a short revision here. To upload our images that we've created into WeldQ, let's start back at the beginning from the WTIA's main website. As we've explained in previous webinars, just click here on the link, which will take you to the AWCR website. Once at the AWCR website, as previously advised, you've got over here on resources, you've got your manuals and general information. You've got some how-to videos that we've been creating, which are the webinars that you're watching today. Just scroll down here where it says click here to register. Either click here to register for new users or for existing users. You can log in from this point. This is the main entry point for WeldQ, so let's go here. Just enter your WeldQ ID once you're at WeldQ. Load it up. Now, sometimes Chrome will save your ID, then enter your password. Sign in. Once you've signed in, go to your profile. You'll see the distorted image. Now we'll come over and we'll click on the change photo, and we'll go to one of the images that we've saved, and we'll upload the new image. There's this one here from the first example that we created. If you go to downloads, it's the Make Passport image, so we can open that. There it is, just save the image. Once you've done that, you can log out once completed. The importance of a good quality image here is that this is the image that will appear on any qualification or certification that requires an image. Once you've saved your image, just click here and log out.
Thank you for watching this webinar. Should you need further guidance on creating a WeldQ profile photo, the WTIA has produced a training presentation containing screenshots of the information presented in this webinar. This presentation can be accessed via the Resources tab found on the AWCR website. Should you need additional assistance, please use the Contact Us form located on the Contact Us tab of the AWCR website. Thank you for watching.